Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance.
The search for home, either the one of memory or a new one imagined, is an enduring theme in literature, poetry, and art of all kinds. Think of E.T.'s desperate attempt to communicate with the mothership millions of light years away, or Kate McAllister's frantic return to Chicago when she leaves her son, played by Macaulay Culkin, in Home Alone. But the concept of home in life, as in art, defies simple definitions. Is home an actual place or a state of mind? Can you be home away from home? Is it possible to go home again? Our next winner spends her days helping patients wrestle with these questions. Brandy Fortner is a team lead at Mentis Neurohealth in Austin, Texas. Mentis joined the network about a year ago, and Brandy is a shining example of the benefits of bringing on new partners. In addition to clinical models and expertise, we gain outstanding colleagues, like our winner tonight. See, Brandy is on a mission to help individuals with traumatic brain injuries navigate their way home, whatever, wherever home may be. But she also works to make Mentis a home away from home during their stay. She supports their rehabilitation with personal interactions and professional activities. Motivational signs brighten the walls. Trips fill the calendars. No birthday is forgotten. Brandy even created a Resident of the Week award to recognize individuals we serve who push themselves to meet their goals. You are family to these people for the time they are here, explained Brandy. It is our responsibility to give them a sense of hope. With the right drive and the right mindset, they can go so much further. Brandy knows a thing or two about recovery. She successfully battled ovarian cancer several years ago, and more recently, an aneurysm with just a 5% survival rate. I remember my oldest son coming to the hospital, she said. I wanted to get up and give him a hug, but I couldn't do it. That scared the bejesus out of me. Brandy had the opportunity to have a new life, offered Cindy Mustafa, former Mentis program director and Brandy's nominator. Now she is dedicated to helping people do the same, to get back home. For one long-term Mentis resident, home is a place in time. When she was a teen, strolling the sandy beaches of Texas Gulf Coast, a tragic accident left Letty unable to walk. Her behavioral mindset remains adolescent, close to the age when the truck plowed into her. She can be difficult to understand, and she presents challenging behaviors at times, but not for Brandy. Brandy and Letty have a special relationship. Brandy brushes her hair, applies makeup, takes her on lunch and shopping trips, and once a year, they set off on a vacation together. Brandy leaves her 2 sons, and Letty leaves her Mentis apartment to explore beyond the confines of daily life and Letty's wheelchair. They've been parasailing and boating with dolphins. On one memorable trip, they returned to the Corpus Christi beaches of Letty's childhood. It was a moment of transcendence for both women. Letty refused to use the beach wheelchairs. She insisted on walking, despite the inability of her legs to carry her. Brandy propped her up on her hip, and the two of them hobbled to a spot on the sand, facing the water basking in the sun. Tears were coming out of her eyes as she rolled on the sand, recalled Brandy. I was crying too. For an afternoon, Letty looked and acted as she had prior to her accident. It sent chills up my arms, confessed Cindy, who couldn't believe the photos Brandy sent from the trip. To see this patient looking so beautiful on the beach, that's what we're about. Letty isn't the only one touched by Brandy's magic. According to Cindy, there isn't a patient who isn't connected to her in some way. She finds the spark in people. Brandy, for finding that spark and lighting the fire that leads to healing, for creating a home away from home for all your patients, and for providing moments of transcendence and transformation that make life worth living, I am proud to present you with the Ripple of Hope Award.